So this talk is about practicing compassion through the meditation. Compassion means the deepest wish that the other person is free from suffering. Compassion to myself means, may I be free from suffering. And may the other person be happy and find the causes of happiness. And also for myself, may I be happy and discover the causes of happiness, which is the essence of Buddhism. In this meditation, meditation means to calm down the suffering, whatever this suffering may be, either small or big, either traumatic or very simple and short-term, short-lasting. There's no difference. There is difference, but it is suffering. And meditation means to alleviate the suffering. It means that when we develop a strong meditational habit, strong meditational inner attitude of mind, then we can be in a very calm state of mind in the midst of suffering. That is the power of meditation. In another YouTube talk I explained the three stages of compassion, so I will not go into that. Here we will do the meditation on the giving and the taking. In the method itself, it is the taking and the giving, the other way around. This is what we call the Tong Len meditation, which is very old, taught by the Buddha himself. And in this practice now, we will skip the Tong Len, the compassion for myself. Because when we grow up as a human being, we first have to be a child, and then we have certain difficult stage, and then we grow up to be an adult. Also in Buddhism it is the same. So here in the Mahayanabuddhism, it is the Buddhism that is a kind of being an adult. And this can be expressed, and we can feel it in the Bodhicitta. Bodhicitta means the wish, may all beings be free from suffering. And the wish is the wish in Bodhicitta, and to practice it, to do it, to take responsibility for it in everyday life, this is the entering Bodhicitta. But the basic motivation is, may all beings be happy in the causes of happiness, may they be free from suffering in the causes of suffering. So that means that I am in the midst of that I am under all these sentient beings. There's no special need to practice this meditation for myself. And on the other hand, His Holiness Dalai Lama always expresses the moment that we have the attitude, may all beings be free from suffering and be happy. And when I contribute to that in daily life, then a tremendous joy, peacefulness, happiness, an harmonious state of mind will arise from my Buddha nature. And this is a tremendous happiness, which is incomparable to other causes of happiness in the world. So indirectly, this meditation is of great joy and benefit and happiness to myself. The Tong Len meditation means, that we are going to practice, means the taking and the giving. Sometimes it is expressed as giving and taking. But in the method, we will see that it is taking in and giving. What we are taking in is the suffering, the problems, the pain, the anguish, whatever, be it big or be it small, from someone we know, someone that is very dear to us. And it has, what we give is that what we wish that this person would make him or her very happy. That is what we wish, we will send, we will give. Which of course is a little bit subjective, but what counts here is the motivation. And this Tong Len meditation, this taking and giving, taking in and sending, on the breath, in-breath and out-breath, has 4 stages. First stage is to imagine this very dear person in his or her state of suffering, be it small or be it big. Maybe better to start not too complex, for just to practice and to learn how to practice. Or when you are experienced, you can take more complex suffering. So first stage is to see it. As Avalokiteshvara, she sees in all the realms of the samsara, the suffering. She sees it. She is willing to see it. She has the courage and the love to see it, and not to close her eyes for it. That's the first stage, to see. Second stage is to be empathic, to have a deep wish to take the position of, should I be in this situation of this loved one, with its her or his suffering? What would I feel? What is it? Not what I feel. What would it be for him or her to experience it? What would it be for him or her because he or she is in that situation? That is the 2 techniques to be empathic. And this causes a certain kind of feeling, and to be close to this person, to imagine. The third stage of Tong Len, of this meditation, is to connect myself completely to this beloved person and his or her suffering. To have a strong motivation and a strong impact and a strong wish to be very near to this person, and to have the power, or to develop the power to give something that might be helpful for him or her. And the fourth stage is to actually do it, by the sending through the breath. So the first 2 stages are seeing and feeling, being empathy. Third stage is the wishing bodhicitta, and the fourth stage, to send, is the entering bodhicitta, so to speak. It's kind of a way to see it. So we breathe in the suffering, and in our heart we feel this strong, unbiased, deep felt, really wishing attitude to be meaningful to this person, which is the light and the heart of the Buddha, which is the luminous mind of the Buddha, where the suffering of this person, the empathy, is changing into love and compassion, and then I send it. So we do not analyze the suffering of this person. We do not change the or alter the situation of the person. We do not have our opinion on this person. We do not judge. We do not reject. We do not grasp. We are not attached to it. We just try to see it as it is for this person. And also when I give and I send through the breathing out, I try to give as the best as I can for this person. Not what I would feel that he or she should do, and so on. So we do not mix, we do not intervene, we do not bring our ego or our own neurosis into this meditation. We breathe in and we feel, we change into the deepest of our heart and mind into the Buddha and the Bodhisattvas, for instance Avalokiteshvara or Quanyin, and we breathe out what this person might be helpful what this person might be helpful. Okay, let's start. Take a few seconds to think of one person who is very dear to me and his or her suffering, be it small or be it big, what you like. And see it plain. No judgment, no analysis and so on, just see it. So take some seconds to find this person and to see the suffering. Visualize. As it is. The plain truth for this person. So now on the in-breath, you've seen the suffering, and with the in-breath, you feel it more or less. And in your heart, it changes, it dissolves into the heart of the Buddha, and the loving mind of the Buddha, or the strong compassion of Quanyin or Avalokiteshvara. And when you breathe out, you give what this person might be very glad with. It might be very helpful for him or her. So we do this meditation in a few minutes. Don't be afraid. Don't mix with your own problems. Breathe in, keep it in your heart, the heart of the Buddha, and breathe out all the love and compassion and wishes for happiness. And repeat again and again on the in-breath, the heart, and the out-breath. So this is the basic method how to do it. And as all the teachers explain, we can do it for ourselves if we are in the need of it. Then the second stage is the person we love. The third stage is the person that are neutral, people that we know but we are neutral, more or less neutral to them. Fourth stage is those persons which we have problems with, or they have problems with us, so-called enemies. And the fifth stage is all beings in all directions of the universe, which is the ultimate bodhicitta. And to conclude, it is impossible. We should not make the mistake that the suffering of this person, be it the loved one or the enemy or whoever, that this suffering will ripen on me. This is impossible. We cannot take over or have the karma of someone else, or the circumstances, or the emotions and the mind. Here what counts and what is basically there is the pure mind of the Buddha, which is in every living being, also in me. It is the pure mind and the pure love, the pure compassion. It is the deepest wish and motivation to see the suffering of others, not to ignore it, and also not get lost in it, which you can see in another YouTube talk. And it is just a basic motivation and a heartfelt wish to make the other person be free of suffering and be happy. Only this motivation, this feeling, this action is what is inside me. The other is not coming into me. When the other is sick, it does not mean that I will get sick. That is impossible. It's a very strange, emotional way of reacting. So that's what we should skip. We should not feel anything like that, and we have to be aware of that. Otherwise, if we do not, then we get lost and in the suffering of others, and also in our own suffering and problems and difficulties and ego. And when that is happening, then it is impossible to practice compassion. Then it is impossible to practice this taking and giving. We should have a very pure view and clear view about it. And then we practice as much and as often as we like. But while practicing continuation of it with the right motivation, then it will grow and grow, and the bodhisattva in ourselves will be there every time we need it, and we will feel it. This makes us stronger